Wake up with the sun in a steaming cup. Tune into the show where the vibes heat up. The Morning Mac got the flavor, got the glow. Start it right, let your energy flow. High takes rising like the morning brew. Fresh ideas and a laugh or two. From the first headline to your daily dose. This is the show where your spirit goes. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold. New ideas with the sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels dark. Spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. New ideas with a sunrise spark. Fuel for your fire when the world feels dark. We're spinning the tracks of your mental glow. Every listen's a hit on the Morning Mac Show. Oh, it's the Morning Mac, where the time don't lag. Get your inspiration packed in a casual swag. Sip it slow, feel the rhythm hit your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Your toes. Welcome to the place where the good vibes grow. Roll out of bed, bring your dreams alive. The Mac got the groove, keeping you in stride. No snooze, just choose to wake up bold. This is your hour, let your story unfold.
Grand rising, beautiful people. It's another day, rise and shine. Ooh, and it's supposed to get up to, I think, like 50 degrees today. Right now, the temperature is 43, which is like, yay, because it's not below freezing. You can actually get around and move a little bit. And as you move around, you can warm up. Yay. And the sun is out. The sun is shining. So it looks like it's going to be a little bit cloudy, but we ain't going to worry about the clouds because we still going to make it shine regardless either way. Rise and shine, people. Rise and shine. Woo, baby. Let me tell you something. Like I said, I don't know who needs to hear this. I hate when people say that, but I'm going to say this. Everybody needs to hear this, what I'm about to say. Everybody needs to go on and get their copy of Shades of Blue. Everybody, look, it's 2026. We trying to put y'all in the mix. My boy Molly Mall and myself, we got two banging ass products. I'm trying to tell y'all gonna need what we got. First and foremost, to get your mental right, to stimulate your mind, your imagination, your laughter, and get all this good going inside this book right here. Even though it's called Shades of Blue, blue can be a happy color too. Okay, that's all I'm saying. This is a feel good. This is a grow with you story and all of that. And speaking of feeling good and growing with you, we got my man Molly Moore back on the sea moss train. Yoo-hoo! He got some sea moss. He got some sea moss. He got the sea moss in the house, y'all. So we got the lemonades kicking again and the teas. Yay, yay. Look, I got to go pick up my batch because that's what makes me happy, okay? Okay? I'm just saying, y'all get y'all orders in. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be like that when you first get it because then you're going to be hooked. I don't know, but he might put crack might be in that sea moss in the lemonade because that's how they be drinking it, like it's on crack. You know what I'm saying? Oh, can I say that on it? It's got CRACK, and you know, but it's good. That's all I'm saying. It's good, and that's all I want to say. That's my PSA announcement about these good products. You know, get it while supplies last, while it's hot and fresh. That's what I'm talking about. Y'all put y'all orders in today. You know, if y'all would have got y'all order back in December, he had a banging sale. He was going all the way to half price. That's right, half price. Y'all, he was doing BOGOs, y'all. If you buy one, you get one free. But you missed the December sale. You missed the December sale, so you're gonna have to take that 10 or 15% discount that you get in January because y'all missed it. Why didn't y'all get it up? I mean, that's what I'm saying. We had the factory open and running in December, but y'all missed that sale. Don't miss no more sales. Don't miss no more. Get your stuff. Get you some act right in your life. Okay. Speaking of acting right, why can't I say no and people accept no? You know what I mean? When we go out in the public and people be trying to say, hey, I got this, and you say no, thank you. They still, you know, working on you. And you be like, no, thank you. You know, I ain't got no money. And then they still tell you like, no, respect my right to say no. Respect my right to say, I don't want that product. Just like when people call you on the phone and they try to sell you something, you say, no, thank you, I'm not interested. They're going to still keep talking. And then they make you get indignant with them. Look, if I'm polite to you and I say no, thank you, I'm not interested. Don't keep going on and on and on. This guy wanted to sell me a roof. Come talking to me about some roof installation and all that stuff. And I'm like, no, thank you. First of all, I'm not interested. I don't qualify for that. I don't have my own home. Not right now anyway, but hopefully soon one day I'll get one. But I live in an apartment. So why do I care about the roof? You know, going on, you know, and I was like, no, thank you. And then I had to get indignant with her and say, damn it, didn't I say no? Leave me the fuck alone. I mean, I didn't want to do that, but they drive you to kind of cuss them out. So if I'm respecting you, you selling your product, and I'm telling you, no, thank you. Please don't keep stressing me because then that makes me. You could take a person from 0 to 100 real quick just by you not respecting people right to say no or to say no, thank you. You know. Like, no, I don't want nothing. You go over somebody's house, you want to, no, I'm good. I don't want nothing. You sure don't want to know I'm good? No, thank you. I'm good. And it's just like all over the place. And people don't understand the N or the O. They don't understand what no means. You know, no means no. You know, you hear that in relationships. If a guy going too far with you and you saying, no, I don't know, no, thank you, no, please, put it away. That don't mean keep kissing me on my neck or keep touching me. You can keep touching me all you want to, but guess what? You're not going to answer. You're not going, and you know who you are. You can kiss, you can nipples, you can do anything you want to do. You can go downtown or whatever, but no means no. So I'm telling you no, but you still being persistent with the no. No means no, people. And it's not my fault. I done told you. I don't think it told you. It ain't my fault, you know. But no means no. To respect that. Respect my authority. So we're gonna respect the rest of the show. And no means no. And let me bring in my super producer and my C-Moss boss, Molly Mall. And we got Trey in the house, the super producers. Da, 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 da. And am I on drugs?
With the sun and a steaming cup. Tune into the show where the vibes heat up. The morning Mac
Not
got the
just starting
flavor,
off
got
the show
glow.
like
Started right,
that.
let your energy flow.
Yeah.
High takes
What's
rising
up?
like the morning brew.
What up?
Fresh
What up?
ideas and a laugh or
Nothing,
two.
man.
The first headline to your daily
Nothing.
dose.
I'm tapping
This
into
is
what
the
we
show where
talking
your
about.
spirit
Getting it
goes.
warmed up before we get started. What's up, y'all? What's up?
Everybody's gonna be a nice warm day today. It's a beautiful day already. Get the rolling.
Mm-hmm.
I'm super precise.
Wow, what's up?
I didn't get a chance to tell everybody yesterday because we was waiting for another test to come back from my doctor. When they called me yesterday, your girl heart is A-okay. Yay! I don't have to go back to him in April. And he said that they're going to look in April. If everything good in April, then he's going to swing it out 6 months. So I'm happy about that. My ticker don't be talking. She ain't got no blockages. And you know, despite what people think, I don't have any cholesterol problems. Even though I'm a big girl, I got low cholesterol. Even though I'm a big girl, I have low blood pressure. Even though I'm a big girl, he said all my arteries and everything is crystal clear. Even though
Yeah, he don't
people
need to
like,
prove
oh, you
anything
a
to
big
people, though.
girl. I'm an anomaly for a big person.
Yeah.
Because the first thing they think, oh, you got blood pressure, you got cholesterol, but you big. My bigness
But,
came
you
from my
know,
thyroid.
let's get on what people think this year around. Whether people consider this to be the new year or the end of the year or whatever the fuck. Let's get off of what people think. What
Yeah.
other external people think. That's what I want people to do around me.
Yes, look, I'm out of the ordinary. Even my doctor was like, girl, and I'm steady losing weight. I'm super psyched about that. Oh my gosh. I'm saying if I go this trajectory, oh my gosh. Woo! You might see me in a 2-piece, then me eating a 2-piece. So, baby, ooh, gotta get, yes, I'll be out there.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, though.
Look, I'm
Reason
out
to be
there.
pumped up and everything. That's
Who
cool.
am I lying? I don't even walk like this. I don't even walk like this. I don't care if I get 100 pounds. I ain't gonna never walk like this. Who am I fooling? Okay, but you know what? Who got a cool ass walk? Who I always wanted to walk like, but don't tell nobody, y'all. I'm gonna share this with y'all. I always wanted to walk like John Travolta in Saturday Night Fever. When he, I used to think, I don't know, but the way he walked,
Might
you
have been
know,
that
even,
coke dance. Watch out. Watch
huh?
out. That might have been that coke dance. Watch out. I don't know what they was doing in different eras. Nah.
Oh wow! And you know what? It
You
could
don't
have
know why
been.
people be upbeat. Ain't no reason why you can't be upbeat, but you don't know why.
Shoot, but I wanted to be walking like that. I could tell you, shoot, so people can tell by the way I was. I'm like, oh yeah.
I get it though.
But
I get
you
it.
know, because I can't switch. I don't have any butt or hips to switch, so it don't look right me trying to switch. It just look like I might have scoliosis or something when I'm doing like this. But she got her problem with her spine. That's why she walk like this.
Well.
You know, yo,
Okay.
I don't want to be walking like Rebe Jackson in Centipede. Anybody ever see that video? Centipede, she come down the steps doing this. Don't know. You see somebody walking like that, you be like, go please go sit down.
Something wrong with them.
Right. It's bad
Yeah.
enough on my rollator. You know, that's the thing that I want. They got wheels on it. I'm like this on the rollator. I can't even drive my rollator straight, y'all. So y'all know I ain't gonna be up there switching. I'm like, this is what the.
Shit, as long as you get where you going, shit.
And I'm the one in the stores that's tearing up in the carts, banging in all the front. Bam, bam. I think Miss McFarlane is in aisle 10. How do you know? Bam, bam. Yeah, she's in 10.
If I'm with you and you doing all that shit, I'm gonna just say I'm your caretaker. Oh yeah, she does this. Don't worry, she does this. Have a nice day. Yeah. Nah, I'm gonna be your caretaker if anybody asks me if you doing all that shit in the grocery store. I gotta answer for everything.
So, but this, you know, driving it's sometimes it's proven to be difficult because you know, you hit that little bug on wee, and then it take off fast, and then you know, so I gotta maneuver and try to get.
I'm definitely not in the walking by you with the seat and shit. The one that be beeping every time you gotta turn around and shit. I'm not rocking with that. You knocking shit off the curb.
You gonna be standing there. I'm her caregiver.
I'll wait in front of the car, in front of the building. When you come out, I'll help you load that shit up. But I ain't about to be walking around and dealing with all that shit. I'm not doing that.
and my movie sometimes when I go to reach, and sometimes it hit the button, it go in, and I'm, you know.
I'd rather just you give me the list. Honestly, I'd rather really you just give me the list and I get all that shit in about 10 minutes. Cause I don't like no long ass shopping trip either. Looking at shit that you ain't, you know, motherfuckers pick up shit they ain't gonna buy. Motherfucker, that's the same $8.99 it was last week. You ain't picking that shit up this week to buy. I don't like all that little shit in between.
That's the part of shopping. You perusing. You be like, let me see.
Not in this economy. Hell no. Not in this economy. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I got a strict list. And I might let myself go over it depending on how much I got, but I ain't. Hell no, not now. Hell no.
You spend $100, come out what? One bag of groceries. One bag. Yeah. You might get a bag and a half if you go down the wholesale product or aisle, but yeah, it's quite this economy. Bananas done went up. I'm like, when did bananas go up? I'm like, okay, everything done went up off the chain. Look, my aunt Pam said that she went and got a 5-pound bag of potato from Food Line for $7.99. I said the $8 for a 5-pound bag.
Y'all motherfuckers start pulling out them flower pots and shit, them flower beds and shit, and it has some indoor shit. Might have to grab grow your own motherfucking potatoes. You know, you can flip that shit and drink it to sprout and people be ready to throw away. You can throw it in some dirt and get to growing some shit. You might have to start supplementing and cutting back. I already know shit is going up, but it ain't going back down either. So, shit, I'm making a little necessary little alterations for certain things that I eat. But I start cutting back. When I start cutting back all them snacky cakes and zebra cakes and ho-hos and all that shit, when I had extra money for, for the whatever the fuck bananas cost. You know, because if you ain't growing it yourself or whatever, then you gotta buy from somewhere. But
snacky cakes and zebra cakes, he ain't lying though. Them zebra cakes used to be hidden, but not for $3. When did they go up?
I just didn't like the long list of shit in it. I was never I didn't shit that I can't pronounce and I have to look up. Like that's a problem for me anyway. So when I start, that's just start being disgusting to me or whatever anyway. So, you can still enjoy your sweet shit and all that, but
No, not at these prices, because them zebra cakes, some snack cake used to be 99 cents. It done tripled in cost.
Better get the bacon. Better put all the stuff out.
You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied. You ain't. I think that's what I'm gonna have to start doing. Let me get my measuring cup out and be looking like this with the measuring cup. Everybody measure like this, put the glasses down. You're supposed to be the glasses seeing like this.
Huh? Don't put me there yet. I'm not there yet. Not yet.
I'm up here measuring stuff like, hey.
I'm gonna take my time, measure my shit out, but I am not there yet. I ain't gonna speak it forward. Not that. Right, welcome. Only gonna say it twice, not 3 times. What's up, Uncle E?
Top of the morning, y'all. Top of the morning.
Top of the morning. You got your cigarette, got something lit. I know you on the move. What's up, man?
Top of the morning.
You on the
Yeah,
Mama,
move?
you on the move?
I got me some gas.
Oh, all right. Gas,
Mm-hmm.
gas both ways is essential. Don't matter what kind of gas.
I'm
It's
trying to tell you.
essential either way. So as
No,
long as you got it, it sounds like a good day.
I just got my truck fixed. I'm about to go get my baby washed.
Oh, okay.
Wash guns. That's what I'm talking
Yeah,
about, Uncle E.
I'm
It's in
back.
that type of weather today. It'll be above 35. It ain't gonna, dip below or nothing today. So
It's
Like,
supposed to go
it feel good out there.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
it's 43 right now. That's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna be out there in my car, just standing at the door.
You be geeking off shit that
I'm geeking off the little things. I can't get it driving like I want to and everything. I got to get my other glasses fixed because these glasses right here,
Oh,
I
this
need to
goofy
put.
ass shit. These motherfuckers in goddamn man, goofy ass shit.
I just got to. Woo, woo.
what you gotta do, Ray.
I got to get my eyes straight and focused and everything. I'm looking forward to getting my shot because I got to get my vision sharpened up just a little bit, and I think these glasses need to be recalibrated. I done broke the other glasses. That's why I got these glasses, and I'm like, like when I'm driving, I have to take my glasses off because it looks like I don't know. It just don't look right when I'm driving. So you see me driving like this with my glasses in my mouth.
Nothing.
I ain't gonna see you. I ain't gonna see you like that because you stop in that car every time them glasses come down. So yeah, nah. What's up, Miss Erling? Top of the morning to you. I think you already been in here. We already said Happy New Year's and everything, but still, top of the morning
Yes,
to you.
baby. This is the first week of the new year. I'm excited. This is day number 6. Day number 6 of according to the calendar year. According to the
Mhm.
Gregorian calendar, which that's the one we follow, is day number 6 of 2026. All right, y'all.
All right,
I gotta make it do like Keith
do what
Sweat.
it do on Turn Up Tuesday. That
Make
part.
this thing last for do what it do. So, Uncle
All
E, do
right.
you respect my right to say no?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay.
A lot of us need to say no.
Uh,
We say yes when we should have said no, and we find ourselves in certain situations that we have no business being in. All because we
I'll
couldn't
give
say
you that.
no.
I'll give you that.
yep.
Okay.
Or we didn't want to say no, didn't want to know how. Sometimes saying no isn't a bad thing. Sometimes saying no can save your life. But we get so caught up sometimes, and then when we do tell people no, they don't want to hear it, and then they act. You be like, well, respect my right because if you tell me no, that's it's like okay, I'm gonna respect that. But people, it ain't the same across the board for everybody. For everybody, I'm trying to tell you, Molly
I done,
Mall.
I done got
Um,
beat up for saying no.
What?
yes, yes, you
I done
can
got
be.
beat up for saying no.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I told you I like playing the no game.
Okay.
Yeah, get a
Yes,
female
sir.
naked. Yeah, get her asshole naked and then tell her no. See her reaction, and it never. It's the same reaction. I
That's
think
toxic
everybody thinks the
shit.
same.
That's
That is a
mind
joke that
games
should not be
shit.
played.
Wait a
Yeah,
minute.
yeah.
You get her all the way naked. She
Yeah, get her
finally
all.
says yes, and you say no.
Yeah, no, it be a game, but I get my ass whooped every time I play it, so I need to stop playing that game.
You might like that game, don't you? You like
I
that one.
do, I really do.
Come here, boy.
It-
You gonna give me that D? You gonna give me that? And
yeah,
I'm
yeah, I
like,
definitely like
no.
that. It'd be funny to me. That should be funny as shit. You you can't tell a female no. Nah. I don't give a fuck what she ass. Yeah, I don't give a fuck what. It's a sunny outside. No, sun can be bright as shit. Nah. Everything got to be yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Molly, what about you? Unc like getting beat up behind the word no. What about you? Do you respect my right to say no?
I never been told no, so I never been in that situation when a girl didn't want me to do something, So I don't know. I would respect it, but like we already got here, I just won't let you do that again. You'll never had that opportunity to get me all hornballed up, ready to go, and then tell me no. So I never really been in that situation. Most times when they did, we both agreed to let's do it. Whoever was my partner at the time or the girl I was dealing with. But nah, I respect anybody that definitely will say no. Especially the sex. You're like, what? No, like, okay. Why?
Trey.
Why? Women don't.
I mean, no. I mean, well, it depends. Like Unc saying that he got jacked up a couple of times because he got them butterball naked instead. No, got them butted naked after they did all of that, and the Unc gonna say because Unc probably had him do more than just get naked. So after they done lubricate the jaw joints, and he's
Mm-mm.
that's it sounds
Mm-mm.
funny, but I don't mean to laugh. But to ladies, I don't mean to laugh.
Don't
And
be a joke to them. I can promise you that.
Mm.
we tell y'all no, you know.
You
Uh,
know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all something funny, right? I met a girl at the club, right? And I did everything about I did everything that I could think of to throw this female off. I told her I had a bucket. I told her I was broke. I told her I lived with a female. I gave her every excuse in the world. Do you know this girl somehow never found out my car and was at my car when the club let out? Oh, and then made a big old scene about I ain't no hoe. You don't just pick me up and think that I'm just gonna go to your house and do anything. I said, Shorty, you're not even getting in my car. She's like, oh no, I'm getting in your car, but I'm going to your house and I'm not doing nothing. I'm like, is this bitch drunk? I said, she drunk.
so did you
That's a
take it? I hope you didn't take it to the house and get in the car.
I sure did take her home. I sure did. hmm
Mm.
Another big mistake, another time where I should have
Mm.
said no, but I said yes, and yeah. hmm
Mm.
Yeah, she had her way. Let's just say that she
She
had her way.
she did that psychological reverse. I'm not getting in your car, but I'm getting in your car. But I'm not
No,
going to
she
your house.
no. It was honestly, it was just I like the way that she approached the whole situation.
Okay.
I'm saying I thought that she did extra for it, but I feel like she deserved it. Yeah, she definitely deserved. She earned that. Yeah, she earned that thrashing. Yeah, she definitely earned that. Mm. Welcome to the slaughterhouse. Yeah. hmm
He said she deserved that thrashing.
Yeah. Definitely deserved that.
Trey, do you respect my right to say no?
Say no to what? You welcome to say no to whatever you want to say no to. What I
Okay,
gotta do with anybody's no or yes or whatever.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
I ain't-
Have you ever been in a situation where everything is saying yes and somebody told you no?
I mean that's inevitable. That's in life. Somebody gonna say no to something. What I mean, and are
But
you? What's my reaction supposed to be? What are you asking?
well, it's a couple of we was talking in like Uncle was talking about the no with the thrashing, and getting you into that mood to that point. Um, when you about to seal the deal, and then all of a sudden they just stop and say no.
Oh, if that's the scenario, nah. Because I don't know. I'm too young for that. You
Oh,
know, when
look,
it's
you're a virgin.
yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah. I'm too young. Nah, meaning that like, who the fuck is spending their time forming their lips to say the word no? If we doing it or we not? It ain't. We on that type of
Yeah.
time by default. We young. Everything moving. So what the fuck? It's the green light all the time. It ain't no warm up the
Yeah. I
car. It
think
ain't no
y'all need
none
to
of that
know
shit.
that I be on joke time with every friend that I have. So that's just part of my joke time. If I got that far, if I got that close to you and I'm inside the bedroom and all that, you already know it's a joke. You just don't know how far I'm gonna carry the joke. After all, I am a Gemini. I can carry the joke all goddamn night and just bust you up in the morning.
Well, and look, you stood to your word. No, you're not
Yeah,
getting that tonight.
yeah,
But
yeah, but
after 12,
yeah.
12:01 a.m. is a new day. You might you
I
might
don't
get
spend
that depression.
I don't spend a night out. So if I'm in your bed in the morning, you definitely getting thrashed. Yeah, you done solved the matrix. Yeah, if I'm in your bed in the morning, you done solved the matrix. Yeah, you definitely get yours.
I'm
Yeah.
dead.
Oh wow.
I will be dead wrong not to give you yours if you figured out the matrix.
Sound like
Okay.
a lot going on in your background.
Yeah, somebody had my baby back home. Let me leave
That's
it.
what I'm trying to do.
Mm.
That's what I'm trying to do. And people be careful out there driving. I have seen the most craziest
What up,
What's up,
Cal?
shiznit
Kyle?
just to
I say
get
what's
ready
up to
to
you.
approach the red light. People out there is racing to get to the red light, y'all. Have y'all ever seen that somebody cut you off and yeah, they doing all of that just to stop at the red light? And you pull up beside them and you look at them like all this and we at the same place. You know,
Yeah.
we right here. You doing all of this revving up front, and then it's traffic, and then you zooming out the next traffic and stop at the next red light. And as I pull up again, I'm looking at it like, you get ready to hurt somebody. You get ready to hurt
Mm.
somebody zooming in and out. We see your new car. We see you out there driving your new whip. You ain't got to zooming in and out. We see you that you went to Pohanka, Honda, or Ford, or whatever the place is. The car he and got you a new whip for 2020. We see it. You ain't got to rev it up and everything, zooming around people and stuff. To me, a car is a car. It's gonna get you there. It's gonna get you there. I'm not, but if you want to get there safely,
So when you was asking your no question, what you know?
oh, okay, because it's a scenario. It was well, not a scenario. It's a real life situation that happened in my head when I'm out with this guy, and I think I told you before we went out, and I told him no, I'm not. We're not doing this because I'm celibate. He tried everything that he could. We went out, we laughed at everything, and he kissing and stuff. And he was like, I'm like, I'm not kissing you because I don't want to start you up because the answer is no. And he's still going. He's trying to kiss here, kiss there, kiss there. And I'm like, the answer is still no. Then he gonna say, okay, I respect your right to say no, and I was like, yeah. And I'm like, well, we ready to go? Are we ready to go? At first, you wasn't in no rush. Didn't want to go. I'm like, can we go now? Are you ready to go? And now I was like, okay, yeah, I respect your right to say no. When you tried everything you could and the answer was still no.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, don't be mad at me. I mean, because I'm not mad at you for trying, but you mad at me because the answer is no. Because I stood on my no. Just like, no, don't, respect my right to say no.
Right.
Well, don't be mad at me. Don't get upset because, I mean, I'm proud of myself that I stood on my no. To him, I was standing on some bullshit, but no, my no was my no.
Yeah, I don't know. I never know what women get out of that. That I hear that. Well,
This
I
is like
told
a
you no.
game.
I ain't let him sleep with me. He's like, okay. Then the other girl fuck him. He's like, oh, he was quick to run and go fuck her, get his dick sucked. Cause yeah, she didn't
Cause
say
you
no.
fucking playing, bitch.
So
What the
don't
fuck?
complain when niggas
You
out here
fucking
fucking with the
playing.
next bitch because you ain't trying to do nothing. That's why I used to be confused. Like, you do got the right to say no, and he got the right to say, you know what, I'm gonna try somebody else. Because I done seen a
Right,
lot of girls like, I just want him to apply more pressure. Yeah, I said no, but I ain't really mean it. It's like, what the fuck you mean you ain't mean it? Like, a
Stop
lot of girls
fucking
like,
playing,
oh
bitch. This
no.
ain't Monopoly,
It
bitch.
feels like they don't want it, but then they want it. All that fake side action, no, play sleep, not sleep. So,
And all that shit.
tend to grow up into that. So when they hear girls probably say no, they probably taking that as a keep trying, keep trying,
I keep
keep trying. Yeah, so girls confusing, but I do got video of a girl being told no by her boyfriend, and you'll be crazy how she react. And this a dude that's taking care of her and her kids. The kids not in his, but this what she do whenever he tell her no. This is sick, man. I don't know what's going on.
Right. Making them cry. You see that? You see that? This is what I deal with. You see that? Right. You throwing stuff at her. Ooh-wee. Y'all see that, right? I
busted on
Right. This is the disrespect. She allow her kids to be disrespectful to me, and she want me to take them places. I'm not putting up with it. Sorry. And this is what she does when she don't get her way. This is the way she does when she don't get her way.
He is crying. She just throwing all
That's what happens.
out the refrigerator.
Now I see her having her kids cry.
He's told no, Reese.
There you go.
Crying
See
like
that, y'all? This is what I put up with when she don't get her way. She making all her kids cry.
Oh, man.
No, she's not going. No. Okay.
look, going on.
Damn, how many
How many kids is that girl that had 6 babies?
Nah. Not the one that had kids.
Sorry, I tried to kid, but that's our mama. Look. Right.
Oh, all of the babies are crying. The kids are crying because now he must have told her no, and that just makes me want to cry. Y'all looking at my eyes without my glasses. This is what it looks like. That's why I got to get my vision.
It's all good. It's
So-
all good. Let's fucking move forward. I'm not in your eyes like that. Keep going.
Thank you. I've been smoking. No, but but no, but for real though, that hurts me seeing that because that's somebody who's clearly spoiled, rotten, spoiled to the past. You got children of your own and you spoil. Is this the kind of behavior you want your children to exhibit? You getting in there throwing all of the babies. I saw cheese on the floor. That's because I recognized them little squares. That's what I'm like, what is that? And all the babies' juices and the milks and all they stuff. And then the other little boy going off in the back like, oh no, mama, no, like, oh, that's our snacky cakes. But she is going off for no reason. Why would you hurt your children? Oh, just because your man told you no and you want to throw it? Who's gonna clean it up? Is she gonna be the one that calm down later and then come back and clean it up? Man, it's ridiculous. You should never. We have to set examples. We have to show our children that it's okay when people say no. You don't act like that girl's a nut roll. She needs some help. CPS may need to be, I don't know, may need to be. If you act that crazy and all your kids are crying and stuff, I mean, something's not right. She needs some anger management. She needs some way to express herself other than going off. I'm just glad she wasn't violent towards the guy or towards the kids. She could have been, it could have been worse. Somebody could have actually got into physical altercation. Somebody could have got hurt. But we got to keep control of our feelings, not to ever go off like that, because that's not what you want. If I tell you, you're going to do something like that, or somebody tell me no, I'm going to, no, that could go left so quickly. And I've seen certain stuff happen. No.
Man.
It just broke my heart. That's all I'm saying.
Girls flat cars. They bust windows. They pull up at girls' house. They do all that.
Set it on fire, all that shit.
Yeah, that's just what she do.
That's young. She don't look that young. She look like maybe in her 30s.
Yeah, she young.
But I mean, I guess age don't get your maturity. You got to be mature because I know some women in their 50s and 60s and doing stupid stuff like that, flattening tires, going off and all that, pulling up at people's houses and all this stuff. So it's the maturity level of the individual and not the actual age. So that don't mean nothing. I can't say she young because I know a lot of young people that's very mature, very together with their stuff. So I can't even say that anymore. She's just an irrational person. I will say that.
Yeah, that's some mental health shit going on in there because I don't know what the hell that proves to anybody about whoever food it is, whatever the fuck. I'm just trying to imagine what the fuck they could have been talking about where you like that's the result. I mean, you could have. I'd rather you go outside and stomp down the street or something or whatever the fuck. But that I don't know what type of mental space she's in to think that that's effective doing anything. I mean, bitch, you can eat that shit too. It wasn't all kids' juices and shit. That was food in general. Like, I just don't understand what could have possibly. You said it takes two to tango. Why that guy want to stay with somebody like that? Well, I'm one of the people that was like, you already knew that. That's not the first no. If that's not the first no that you ever got, and that's not the first blow up that she ever had. This is like documentation with pretty much what it seemed like the guy was on. If somebody brings you to that point, well, that's that reassessment time of that situation. I ain't gonna entertain nothing of that behavior. Yeah, and then anytime you got kids into play, I feel like you mentally, even if you're not on paper, got no type of contractual agreement like marriage or nothing. You still, some people when they get in, you get in the kids' lives. You're not just trying to leave back out and shit too. But I don't know. He documenting and shit. He should have been making moves because that ain't the first time no shit like that ever happened. It might not have been to that magnitude, but it's not the first time you seen some shit. So I don't be feeling bad for people too much.
I feel bad for the kids. Did you see her at the end? The video asked that little boy or that little girl. She said, "You want to stay here?" Because the kids didn't want to go. You saw that. You said, and then so she turned around to the last one and said, "You want to stay here?" I mean, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna stay with Daddy, Mommy, because what I just see, you done put my snacky cake, pour my juice out, and we was gonna have that for lunch, and you done threw everything on the floor. I'm gonna stay here with Daddy, because he about to order some pizza, because I'm gonna help him clean up, and we gonna order some pizza. No, yeah, I'm gonna stay with
drop
Daddy.
them all. They ain't his kids.
Why?
That's her kids. That's why I said I got her kids in here and this and that. She doing it in front of her kids. Like, he ain't got to deal with none of that. He was taking on like her and the kids and whatever attitude. You probably like them type of women, but now she got to the point he can't handle it. Like, he probably can't deal with it. He did it one time, probably forgave her, but he ain't gonna keep costing me. Groceries cost a lot of money. You ain't gonna be out here throwing away all the eggs and busting all the food
shit like that.
It costs a lot of money, and that's how you eat. So I don't know how I ever get to that point, but I hope they got away from each other, because whatever he doing ain't helping her, and whatever she doing ain't helping him. It seemed like she just said yeah when he asked the fuck. That would have been the best no he ever got told. If she'd have just told him no,
saved his life.
Saved them some time, some energy. There's a lot of women I wish was told no, like they just told me no. I'd have been like, yes, it would have saved me a lot of time and energy.
And heartache.
Yeah, these headaches. A lot of women out here, they not about growth. And a lot of men out here ain't about growth. So it's like, it's hard when you get two people, in relationships like that. You might got one that understand or been through something and then trying to get past, but you got another one that's still going through the last shit she done went through or he done went through. You bringing that baggage over here, now they got to deal with it, so just like,
that's some strong love, Molly, to deal with that, to be able to want to love you through your hurt, especially when you bring a baggage from another relationship. He must really, that you got to have some strong love to
that's why I don't subscribe to everybody talking about something. You bring baggage into the next relationship you get into, and then it's inevitable. That was the argument on here one time, and I just don't understand, because whenever I see baggage and this is the baggage, that's a bit fucking extreme. I think a lot of people got themselves more together than that, where I'm gonna sacrifice my own stomach, my kid's stomach, your stomach, the whole household just to prove a point or whatever the fuck she was trying to do. But everybody does not bring baggage. If this is what baggage is, everybody does not bring this type of turmoil and shit into every bond and stuff that they because if this is the standard, ain't nobody about to group me in this type of shit, this type of behavior. Not at all.
I'm not in that. That's not. I guess I'm glad I'm older. I'm glad I'm wise. I've been through some stuff because I never went off like that anyway. Of somebody saying no or whatever. I can't do something or I can't do that. You know, you may be mad, but you don't throw it. She throwing a tantrum.
What up, Dad?
Like a kid, you know how a kid will throw their food around, throw everything down, throw their toys, throw their bottle. She is not only throwing her bottle, she's throwing her kids' bottles too. She's throwing everybody's bottles. She's just,
I got a comment real quick. Kyle says the subtle red flags you ignore in the beginning are the ones you're gonna see get hoisted higher later on. Yep, that shit don't go nowhere.
You think she did that before?
There's come on, man. There's no way you don't date nobody and they first blow up ever is that across the board. That's not no regular shit. You getting mad and saying fuck it, I don't want to talk about it, and you go sit in the other room. That's more rational than a bitch throwing food on or anybody throwing food on, dirtying up your house, wasting money. Just period. It don't matter who is attached to, whether it's a guy or girl. It's the fact that you don't have the mental capacity to conduct yourself like you're supposed to, because you throwing food on the floor at any age past 4. So I can't rationalize no shit like that. Like that's something mental is going on up here that somebody need to check into. Yeah. But that ain't that's not no regular situation or no regular shit. This what people be referring to as baggage when they say, "Oh, she got a little baggage." Is this what the fuck it is?
She got more than some damn baggage.
She got a cargo tank. Everything.
She got one of the peepaws worth of stuff.
Everything. Mm-hmm. But it just be funny because a lot of people just assume when you get in a relationship, like they got this sign on their head and say, "I'm toxic." Hey, you know what? I'm super toxic, and you should see this shit. I got red flags everywhere. Don't you see it? It's no different. That's why I always tell people it's the job interview. Anybody gonna pretend to be who they gotta be to get the person, and it's the same thing. You get a job, you might pretend that you clean and that you on time every day and all that shit. And as time go on, motherfucker don't wash his ass, coming in there stinking. Motherfucking late every day, coming in drunk sometimes. And then what you look at the boss say, how you didn't know this person was gonna be like? I didn't know. It's the fucking
and
job.
And they get their ass up out of there. Yeah, usually you gotta go through a 90-day trial or something anyway with your job to make sure that your ass don't slip. Because when you lying, you can't keep that shit up. Nah, I don't want to hear that. Because if somebody got an interview, you talking about I am proficient in Excel and all of the other programs, and then I figure out your ass can't fax something across from this office to that office, I'm gonna let your ass go. It's gonna be certain shit I pick up on that you can't.
And the job is fucking and sucking. So girls are good at that. So if she can fuck good, that's the job. So people will ignore shit. So if you come on the job, that means you can get the job done. You can fax, you can type, and all that. It's just now you late. Now you're not showing up. Now you don't call in and say, "Hey, I can't make it in today because such and such." You make up excuses on why you can't get to work. So they can make up however they want, but every person you meet is like a job interview. There's no way you're gonna know this person. There's no way you cyclically just gonna pick up and say, "Oh yeah, this a wild individual. I know what type of girl she is, or I know what type of nigga he is." Nah, as time go on, you get to learn this person, get to know this person. You start to see like, oh nah, that's a red flag. I ain't gonna be able to deal with this. I ain't gonna be able to deal with that. Cause most women, they tell us what they like. They'll tell us, oh, the last nigga, he used to do this. I used to hate when he do that. Check. Okay, I won't do that. You know, oh yeah, he used to do this. I hate when niggas do it. They just checking it off. And there's probably some things that they do, but they're gonna try not to do it. And then eventually as time going, they get comfortable, they start doing the shit. And then you be like, hold on, I thought, yeah. Now you see the real now. Cause each his own.
Never let them motherfuckers feel comfortable. Never let them feel comfortable. Always keep their ass on edge. Bitch, you can lose me at any fucking time. And it shouldn't matter that motherfucking much because you should have enough going on with yourself. If we did split, you still feel adequate. But nigga, you can get left very quick. Fuck no. Hell no.
Now
Leave they ass.
that's
Leave
just
they ass
turn
alone.
up Tuesday. Now I've
Mm-hmm.
seen occasions where
That's
people
just me.
they a couple in the room arguing or whatever, and you tear up your bedroom. You know, you throw clothes or stuff down. I even seen it where a guy just cleared everything off the dresser. He mad upset. He just throw everything off the dresser. You know,
You know that nigga do that
to the
shit.
personal effect. You know, you get angry. But I have never seen where nobody empty out the refrigerator in front of the kids and
I ain't never
everybody.
see
The
that.
kids, I mean, you know, it's just like a moment that you can see that or somebody clearing their desk off or clearing it, you know. But she's individuals taking things one by one and just throwing it up, and then to have your children witness that,
Hold that for me.
that part is disturbing to me. And not only witness it, but they standing there crying like, "Mama, no, no, Mama, no, no." And then you saw
Destiny
one
said,
little pointer up what's going on
let
like
me
this.
read something that Destiny said real quick. Destiny said, this is why my relationship involves literally friends before dating because you learn a lot learn a lot about someone when they are willing to talk to you about what's going on in their life. I think people just be too quick to let that feeling make them make irrational decisions like moving in and drastic shit that people don't be taking their time is what I think a lot of that shit be. Cause you can
Yeah,
spot a lot of shit, but don't let that good feeling, good pussy, good dick make you feel, make you fucking clouded where you ain't thinking straight and using. You gotta still think with your mind. Don't let everything else get involved and have your ass being down.
yeah. That P or the both P's, penis and that good P have men and women both all thinking irrational, and then next thing you know, you got your eggs and your bologna and your kids crying and stuff on the floor, and you be like, what's going on? And the only thing you could do is pull out your phone and
They mistake the feeling
videotape.
towards somebody for lust. Yeah, that lust word is a strong word. That will have you incorporating a lot of shit into the mix that don't belong. And that lust strong enough, that lust can take the fuck over. But
I don't know. I don't care how much I love. If I come home and my man was doing this, or even if I was if I was a man, I wouldn't. I'd be like, love everything because you showing just who you are right there. And I'm like, no, no, thank you. You got your bonnet on your head, your night clothes on, and you throwing stuff. I don't care how good you throw that pee in the bedroom. I see how good you throwing this food on the floor. No, no, thank no, you
how
know,
good you throwing the food on the floor in bed.
no, 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 thank you. Uh, Man, I hope y'all, men and women, I hope y'all taking hints of this video. We saying the P ain't that good, that lust ain't that. You'll lose it. Whatever you had that night before, look, it be gone. It's like the wind; it'll blow away. And then your
Destiny says,
babies.
Destiny says, yeah, people are also too selfless to people they crush on though. We give too much of ourselves to others when we need to dedicate single time to what makes you happy. Yeah, you happy with the emphasis on you. Kyle says, he said, eliminate the sex and what y'all got.
That's why I met
People don't
Kyle.
look around
Man,
enough and see it ain't shit there. I don't know
he's
whether it's a job or not, but if that's all her job is, and you don't attach extra responsibility to somebody that's the janitor, you ain't gonna ask them to go to the fax machine and send nothing because they supposed to be over there doing this and doing that. So if you know what their job is and that allow them to stay in their job and
stay in
don't
your
attach you
lanes.
to it. You ain't giving no pay raise or nothing like that with the job. So don't add no extra,
You
requirements or nothing. People
you
need to
got the
stay in their
janitor
lane.
on the register, and you got the janitor. Look, on Fridays you got the janitor. They're like, ain't you the janitor? I'm everything. Like,
Mhm. I ask people because I think it's their job or their realm that they'll be in. I wouldn't ask the fucking pharmacist about the milk in the back of the grocery store. I'm not gonna. There's certain things I'm not gonna look for from certain people. So
like,
I mean, everybody make mistakes. Everybody get caught up or whatever in little things, but nah, not this type of shit.
yeah,
This is
you
mental
got your
health for real.
kids watching this though. Your kids seeing your meltdown. how is that affecting the children? Like you can tell that the one boy that was in the other room, he was going off himself. I mean, I don't know if he was going off because his mother was going off or because that was his stuff, or but he was in the upper room. Y'all saw the bigger boy. He looked like maybe he was like 6 or 7, and he was just in the other room. You know what I'm talking about, Marley? And then you had the other girl getting a baby. It was a baby. And then at the end of the video, somebody didn't want to go, and she turned around and looked at the child and said, "Oh, you want to stay here?" I mean, that is scary enough.
Yeah.
You know, could you imagine you scarring those children? They see this. They gonna think, oh, that's a normal way to act. If somebody tell me no, let me do what my mama did. Let me throw everything all around. Somebody tell me no. That's really you in school and you want to color, and the teacher said no, it's time for you to do your ABCs. Oh well, let me throw this around. Let me go in the coat closet and take everybody lunch and throw it all out. You know, let me go. Let me do something like let me go. Everybody cubby hole and just. You know, just work out like that. That's not.
Says when you're single, you're in a relationship with yourself, and you should treat yourself the way you want to be treated. Literally, buy yourself flowers. She
now,
said,
about your kids, you see them kids.
They just met. She said they just met. Just started banging, talking about they love each other. See if they can go a month without sex and still hanging out every day. That's the problem, Kyle says. People look for things they want to see, the illusion they create of that individual they want them to be instead of knowing all that's presented. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Imagine you bang on the first date and then find out they're a porn star or a flat earth. You may cover a lot of things. That's all to be your discernment and what you're gonna gamble.
But the children, you can't do that. I can see you doing that. You by yourself, but when you grab other little individuals, you can't be selfish no more, though, Trey. You can't be when you got other lives that depend on you. You can't say, "Oh, it's just me," because you brought other people into the equations.
Yes, you shit, coach. That to the bitch don't sit on the floor. I ain't never threw no shit on no floor. I threw no shit across the room because I got mad at the person I'm with. It was never that fucking big. I'd rather go smoke a blunt or we smoke one together before we do all that shit. I don't know.
You sitting there eating your Cheetos, enjoying your video, and somebody say, you gonna say
No, I don't even really get out my body like that. I don't really let too many situations get me out my element like that. I don't really see shit in this lifetime that really be going on that bad 9 times out of 10 that really should have you altered or whatever. I be on the same shit all the time, and if I'm not fucking with a scenario or an environment and what that environment is bringing, I can get the fuck up and go home. I always create an option for myself. There's always an option to take your ass back to your own house. So, shit. If I feel it coming, I will turn and pivot to the right and make my way that way and figure out whatever's going down that detour for the day versus fucking with you and whatever, fuck shit, whoever it is might be on for the day. I try to avoid that type shit personally.
At first, when I first saw this video, I thought it was a prank. I said, oh, this is not real. Then I saw the children's reaction. I said, oh, snap, this is real. Because all them kids, now let them some bomb-ass acting children on cue. I'm like, what kind of crisis workers are these? What kind of crisis actors are these? Then I saw the kids and they was hurt. And I was like, oh, no, this is a real... this is a real video, and like I said, and now I looked at it again, and I was like, wow. I'm just like, no, over the 2 letters, sorry, that makes 1 word, no. See what that no will get you on? I'm talking about something. He be telling people no. See what that no get you?
And I have fun saying no.
Not if it's going to look like that. That ain't fun to me.
Because, like I said, if it's a joke, I'm never going to let it get too far. I'm not going to let it get too far. But like I said, because I know sometimes it has gotten a little out of hand. But at the same time, there ain't no disrespect to that. Everybody who I deal with know
Right. And if the man said no, why couldn't she accept his no and be like, okay, and stay calm. I would have gathered my children, my things. I would have packed the food up and left. If you don't want him eating, I would have packed the food up and left and be like, okay, it's cool. You stay calm. I would have packed all the kids. Come on, y'all. We going over grandma's. Come on, y'all. We going up. You be taking our stuff with us, and then you leave. I would have never. Well, that's just me. Everybody's different.
Make people different knows, you know. Like if a girl tell you, I need you to stop talking to that girl, and you say no, I'm gonna be with her. Girls go off. He telling you no, I want to be with you. No, I don't want to be with you. You think girls just be like, okay, cool, I said that. No, they be kirking out. No, like nah, like oh, you talking to that bitch? Yeah, you need to cut her off. No. That's who I'm talking to now. Oh, he got that. Is so it depends. You know, it depends on the nose and the situation. But I think majority of a lot of people can't handle nose. You know, if there's something that they want, they feel like should be going their way, or something they done put in their head how things should be going, they get mad when things don't go that way because in their head, this how things supposed to go. This what a man is, or this what a woman supposed to be like. Who told you that? Like
what
who got
you want, Marley?
For that? Huh?
What kind you want?
Uptown. I ain't know what he's talking about for a second.
Yeah, I'm so dead.
Hey, you don't know what I'm talking about when you ask me something. What's
I
up, Papa?
Go, man.
It had to click for a second. You probably ain't expect you to ask that on the line, so you probably
Uptown
had to
Fun.
click and register what you was asking.
This one.
We gonna share another clip.
Yeah.
This mom.
Oh, good. That was a good one.
She basically caught her sons bringing some work home. She caught him on the camera. You know, these kids be forgetting they got all this hot shit now. See, they think it's cool, but we ain't have to worry about all this. If you want to sneak girls in the house, we ain't have to worry about mom can see you on the fucking phone. But they tried to sneak some girls in the house, and moms basically said they can't come in. You know, I just want to know if y'all feel about how moms curried it, because I think she did a good job. She could have curried it a little more how these girls' job was coming off, and see how the boys handle no, you know, because we got to learn early. I think as boys, we used to being told no. We just trying to keep asking until we eventually get a yes, and that's what we want.
Now we gotta go inside and get some drinks. I just spilled them.
Whoa, hold up. Wait a second. What's going on? What? Dre, Noonan, what is going on? Who are they?
I'm Faith. Yeah, I mean I can speak. My name is Hope.
Yeah. Okay. And wait. She just said she can speak, so I'm gonna give her the opportunity. Since she want to come direct towards me, I'm gonna give her the opportunity to tell me why she's here. So why are you here, Hope?
I mean we just got some food. We was just gonna chill, like it was nothing serious.
Absolutely not. See, here's the thing, right? I'm a very traditional parent, right? I don't know, you know, what type of home you guys was raised in, maybe single parent. I don't know. Nevertheless, right?
But don't talk about my mom or my home, please. Okay.
You know what? Here nor there. I have rules, right?
I'm a very traditional human, so I can speak for myself. So
okay,
you know, it was no disrespect though. It was no disrespect.
Okay, and let's keep it cordial, you know, ladies, because again, I don't know you all, right? And that's why I'm definitely.
Well, you know us. We just said our name.
Okay, right. But here's the thing. They know my rules, right? And my rules are no females allowed over while I'm not there. And I'm currently at work. And because I've never formally met you all, right? You just gave me a name. I don't know you from whether you are truly Hope, whether you're truly Faith. You could be Keisha and Tamika, right? Coming to steal my purse and my shoes.
Okay, you can ask them.
I said that I wouldn't mind meeting them. Even after they're giving me a little sass, I still wouldn't mind meeting them.
Do we gotta go? Like, because we can go somewhere else. Like, do we got?
Very much, please go somewhere else. Go, but you cannot come here again. You can go in, you can get them something to drink, but they are not allowed in until I formally meet them. And again, that's whenever that happens. I don't know.
I don't even want to invade your space.
I look, you gotta use the bathroom.
Stuff like you do.
Yeah.
Okay. So
yeah, I have to use the bathroom.
We can't turn that down.
No. If you stick that key through the though, that's gonna be
He
the
cannot
no
turn.
gas. If you put that key through that door, I promise you're gonna regret it. Take them up the street to the gas station. It's a gas station about 1 mile away. Take them up the street. They can use the restroom there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you get away with this because you my mama.
You
So
have no
we go
choice.
talk. We go talk.
You have,
I'm not.
if you
Damn.
would have told me this ahead of time, maybe I would have agreed and I would have been there. I would have gave you a time to bring them, and we could have did this the right way. But they strolling up like they sneaking out, sneaking into the window, and I don't like this.
This is
I
the
don't
right
like
way. This is the right way. You don't like meeting people.
Yeah, that's it. What's your thought, Ray Ray?
Time for that. Look, I ain't got no room to talk, but I'm gonna say this. The way he rising up at his mother, the stuff I didn't see before, I can clearly see it now with or without my glasses, and that tone of voice telling his mama whether he's showing off for his friends or not. Oh, we're gonna talk later. I'm gonna let you get away with this time. No, by the time he got back at home, I'd have told my boss it's an emergency. I got to go home. His bags would have been packed.
He said, "I love this woman."
His bags would have been packed. And that's the
You gonna
thing.
put him out?
Look, you gotta. I've learned the hard way. You got to do it at an early age, and when they feel that they can rise up against the system, and you are the system, because you create your home
He ain't going
environment.
to the house, so he respected her. He ain't going to the house. He just said, "We gonna have that
said, I'm
talk."
gonna let you get away with this time.
Yeah, that's between him and his mama though, cause it must be something they know. But she said, "Oh, nah, okay." But you gonna put him out? Dang.
Look,
Straight on the
when you rise up
Yeah, we
against
gonna talk.
your mother, no, he said, I'm gonna let you get away with this. That to me, those are threatening words. That when somebody say, I'm gonna let you get away with this
He
time,
said the woman said
you
that
are
they
my
had to use
mother.
the bathroom. When they said they used the bathroom, he looked and said, "Oh no, we gotta let him use the bathroom." She said, "Nope, you better send him up the gas station and let him use that." He said, "Oh, I'm gonna let you get away with that one," because she probably taught him different how to treat a woman, especially if she ever had to use the bathroom. He probably like, "Mom, that's just a little too petty. Now you could at least let him run in, use the bathroom, and leave back out." You already
Yeah,
said
like
that.
everybody gotta stand outside and just wait for them to finish or something like that. Yeah.
You say they can get the drinks, but I don't know. That's their relationship. But
They
you
look too anxious to
out.
get
You
inside
I
that
did
house.
take it the way you take it though, in terms of how he responded. Because on a normal occasion, I'd be like, nah, because half that shit wouldn't have flew. Like that conversation really should have stopped like 45 seconds prior to that, because them little bitches was commenting a little too much. But like, I don't shit, she can't get no more balance, for real. As the mom, I feel like, but that's what I think. Like you said, there's certain things that she laid out on how you're supposed to conduct yourself. I think that's it was a point that she made of some kind that she was going against.
Yeah, he was going against because she said, Dre, you know my rules, you know what it is. And then I guess he forgot about the ring cam. But those girls seemed a little bit too anxious to get in.
No, she let him have company. She just said, "I never met them before," meaning that she allowed them to bring girls in the house all the time. It's just she don't know them, and she ain't like how they was coming up to the camera. Like they look like they doing some freaky shit, to be honest. And she's saying that she been young before, and then how they was going back at her like, "Oh, I can talk for myself." Then she said, "My name is Ho." I'm like, "Damn, her name Ho." And so I ain't know if was disrespecting the little girl when she said, "Oh, then let let Ho talk." I was like, "Hold on." I forgot that's her name, Ho and Faith. But yeah, them little young girls was just getting smart on the slick side. That's the part that I'd be like, "Hold on, that's my mother show. You got."
Yeah, you got to chill the fuck out, like. Yeah.
But they know moms can't handle her own. They just looking like, "Oh shit, mom's about to." Like, look, do we gotta go? Because they know moms would take it somewhere else. Mom was being cool. She was at a level 5. She nowhere near 10. But these little girls, y'all keep. Yeah, I don't know. I would have told them go too.
And mom peeped the same thing I was feeling. All of a sudden, they got to use the bathroom. Yeah, me too. No, baby, you could have used the bathroom at the restaurant where you got some food. We just gonna come in, chill out, no big deal. Well, then go do that at your home. Do that at your place.
You think he trying to sound like a big man, Destiny? Destiny said she thinks he trying to sound like a big man in front of his, his little female friends and shit.
Yeah, he should have been saying, you know what, y'all, let's go somewhere else, because no.
Nah, my buddy though, he had a house like that. His mother used to let us bring girls over and all that, but she didn't know them. You weren't allowed to come over there. Like it was mostly a lot of girls we grew up with, the neighborhood and stuff like that. So it wasn't really like no freak off. It looked like they just met these girls, and they probably met them at the restaurant. Like, man, y'all should come chill, hang with us. And they young. Like I like that they all out here, they exploring life, but yeah, it's still rules. You ain't got your own just yet,
Yeah.
so you gotta follow mom's rules. Mom's called him coming in and say, "Let me meet the girls." She said, "I'm still willing to meet the girls, even after they gave me a little sass." She said she's still willing to meet them if she like them, and after she meet them, they can come in just like that. But she got to meet them first, so she didn't know who they
We
are. Cause
couldn't even get around that
trust
little
these
shit.
girls, they be stealing shit. These look, they start spying your house. We shared a video yesterday. Oh, buddy
Yup.
almost got robbed. So these young boys gotta be careful too,
Exactly.
because these little girls are lining you up. So I'm happy that mom's on their line, letting them know. Nah, you gotta really know who coming in your house. You can't just let any
Exactly.
little girl in your house, because they can double back with somebody else. So they learn
Hmm.
it, and I
And
like
I'll
that
say
moms
this
did.
again. Them
Yeah,
girls
I
were
like
too
how she
eager
handled
to
that.
get
She was
inside
smooth with
that
that.
house. They would have
But
little.
they
They would
didn't
have
forget about
killed.
no ring camera though. They knew the ring camera was there. You don't ever forget that
Yeah,
motherfucker.
if the mom wasn't gonna trip, she
Yeah,
let it
so they
come up.
already knew. They like I think the dynamic is probably sweet as shit. Honestly, they probably but the girls seem like finessers to me. Like they got that finesse energy, that quick
They
answer and shit. I don't know.
they want so bad.
Althea has a point though. Why do they want so badly to go into the house?
You know why, girl? Quick
Yeah,
to
see,
get over
No,
man,
at
no,
you.
they too
she
eager to
trying,
get in there.
man, get these little the same way these boys be getting these girls, the same way these girls be plotting and talking and getting these
See,
motherfucking
y'all thinking
boys
sexually.
getting
I'm
access to
thinking
the
of
house and shit.
booster. I'm thinking of they gonna come in and Gucci your shit. Because if they can y'all they can get sexy, sassy anywhere
Might
in the
do
parking
both.
lot in the woods or whatever. But they wanted to get inside that house. They wanted to see what they could see. And made it like the mama said, I don't know these girls, these grab up my shit. See that's the difference. Strangers. I don't know who them bitches was that was in my house. They done took all my good shit. They took all my, you
And they
never
just gonna
know.
stand there and let them take it. Yeah, yeah,
And
that's
then
Just
another
stand
and
rule
there
right here.
with their hands up and let them walk out with everything they mama
Yeah.
bought.
but she home. She
The
had
front
work.
cam,
She not
Slim,
home.
they gotta go back out the front. Whoever coming in
Yeah.
gotta come. There's cameras around their house. Yeah,
But
you
that
could
don't mean
overthink, then that's just
them
overthinking.
girls could have
Then
been in
Yeah,
town
that's
for only one
overthinking.
night. Like she said, she don't know them.
They didn't.
they ain't
That's
fucking
thinking
30
too
years
deep.
old. They like they
That's thinking
17,
too deep.
18.
They is
They can't
cool.
even
They got
afford
book bags
drinks.
and shit.
They can't afford drinks.
They
They
want
can't
to. They want
afford
Taco Bell and shit, and and all that.
Oh,
them little
So
girls
nah, you
freaky.
thinking too big. You making a John Travolta movie and shit. When
Yeah,
the
you
fuck,
going too
it's just a
far.
little Tubi joint, and you trying
and then how young you say them guys was?
like
They,
it look like they about 14, 15, somewhere around that. 14, 15, 16, somewhere around that.
No, because he driving. They driving. They probably 18, 17, 18. The youngest one probably. But they
yeah, he
like
should
to
have
be
just
out of high school.
take them girls and drive someplace else.
He even talk too well. Yeah, we're gonna talk about this more. Like that ain't no kid. That's somebody who already fucking. He out here
That-
living, but he moving a little too fast. He gotta slow down, man. He little that's that just getting off the porch. He got his little brother with him too.
Yeah, y'all about to
Damn.
hit a move, hit the move and
I'm gonna
shit.
tell y'all
Oh
what
my
that is. I'm gonna tell y'all what that is. That's that's the mother being a son's friend. You know what I'm saying? She trying she's trying to some type of way to tell him to relate to him without getting all fly with him. Slim, you're not supposed to have just anybody in your fucking house where you lay your head at. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I'm trying to figure out why I would want a female around my mother that can't even respect my mother and she's just talking through the microphone. Like
Mhm.
the little girl always showing you what type of time she on.
The
She don't know. She
ghetto.
don't know how to be respectful and shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying that's like that's it's crazy that the YNs and the YBs that little stupid ass name they gave these ignorant motherfuckers out here. But
The white bees.
it's crazy that they all
And the
they
YG,
only know the seller mentality. If the female in that cursing 90 going north, smoking 90 going north, drinking 90 going north, you're not with the in crowd. The in crowd is disrespecting your mother, man. How you gonna let your mother, man, tell you who to bring in the house? See, that's what the in crowd is. Disrespecting mothers. You don't say it to your father because the mother done ran the father away already. So you ain't got to worry about the father saying shit. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
So now you got this. So now you got these little boys. You know what I'm saying? That only respect you as their mother when they get in trouble now. When they get in trouble, oh, mom's first motherfucker they call it. Because mom's is gonna keep on bailing them out. She's gonna keep on bailing them out. That's the problem with today's families because the mothers want to be the goddamn kids' friends. Fuck being your friend. Fuck being your friend. Being your friend ain't gonna save your motherfucking life. Being your mother and father is. I'm out front, Marley.
Alright.
Marley, I'm out front.
Alright. I'm about to
I'm
say he
popping
can't
the
hear me
wild
on
ass out of yours. Anyway, like I said, the respect aspect in the families have been gone a long time since. No, I'm not gonna say no. Since the pandemic, the respect for the elders in the family is gone because the elders were taken away from us, and now your grandmother, you got a 21-year-old, a 27-year-old grandmother, or a 36-year-old grandmother. You know what I'm saying
Yeah.
she don't know shit. She don't know shit.
He got
Only,
Sexy Red on her playlist. I know can't teach me shit. My young
that's what.
grandma.
Let me say this. Let me say this. Any
Sexy
like
I was
Red.
I
trying to
can't
throw
knock
that
on
ass in
somebody.
a circle, you know.
She's a goofy, ugly bitch to me.
Right.
She's a goofy, ugly motherfucker, dog. That here it is. Here it is. You done did everything under God's cloudy ass skies that you could do to get on TV and be this thought, this whore, this promiscuous motherfucker. And then you're promoting this goofy ass shit. You
Mm.
promoting this goofy ass shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And at the end of the day, nobody can tell me they don't know when they promoting some bad shit. You
Mhm.
know when you
Everybody
promoting some
has the
bad shit.
camera now, like on online. So
Yeah.
everybody, we talking about who can look at their back the other day. A lot of bitches can do it because they asked the camera, suited up, trying to get a motherfucking a good shot. So that's a
I just think, man, like we stopped being leaders and started being followers a long time ago.
I see a little a video up here. I like the caption. It says who does more harm to children, black mothers or black fathers? I already know it's gonna be a little rebuttal behind that. Let me hear what she's saying.
Let's hear what she's saying, y'all.
Black folks, come. I have a question because we all have to self-reflect, do shadow work, and heal and understand this shit. Now, as a grown-ass adult, let's think back to when we were kids, okay? This where shit gets deep. Who do you feel did more harm to you in your upbringing? Your black mother or your black father? And I want to know why, but I'll go first. For me personally, I feel like my mother did more harm than my father. The reason why is because my mother was set in her ways a lot of the times. A lot of the things that I saw growing up that my mom was doing versus my dad was doing, I adopted a lot of the things that my mom did versus the things that my dad did. With that being said, I learned how to self-sabotage. I learned how to hold on to people I didn't need to hold on to. I learned how to have faith in something that isn't real. I learned how to be delusional. I learned how to be narcissistic. I learned how to be, ultimately, I learned how to be a miserable black woman. If I would have listened to my dad or was more around my dad than my mom, because I always wanted to be around my mom because it was lenient over there. I could do whatever the fuck I wanted to at my mom's house for the most part. It's not like I could just do whatever, but I was able to get away with a lot more shit at my mom's house than my dad's house. And that's it right there. People don't like structure. People don't like authority. People don't like shit that's conducive to them being a better person or to put them at a higher level in life. A lot of the time, the black fathers are the ones that are trying to put their kids in positions to never need or want for anything. You know what I'm saying? It's not really the mother who is pushing that ideology onto their children. All my black folks, Come. I have a question because we all have to self-reflect, do shadow work, and heal and understand this shit. Now, as a grown-ass adult, let's think back to when we were kids, okay? This where shit gets deep. Who do you feel did more harm to you in your upbringing? Your black mother or your black father? And I want to know why, but I'll go first. For me personally, I feel like my mother did more harm.
Damn. Loaded ass question because I wasn't looking for that one. Golly.
Yeah, my
Damn.
bad, y'all. I'm sorry. Make you
Nah.
when you love them both. It's hard when you love them both. Dearly.
I can answer honestly though. You know,
What's your thoughts, Trey Money?
I would say my mom because that's where most of my time was around with my mom. You know, I see how like young parents like weaponize their kids. You know, and the kid becomes like collateral damage for like people, you know, like for parents and stuff like that. So I don't know. But I would say my mom, you know, because
That made sense what you
getting
said.
older, understanding mental health and being able to identify certain things filled in gaps for me for things I didn't understand in terms of like her behavior. But I feel like whatever parent you're around the most, regardless, is going to be who you get. You know, you got more, you know, dialogue and more energy and stuff flowing between you and whatever parent that is. So I would say my mom by default, just because I was like more centered around her than anything. So
Yeah.
you know. Mm-hmm.
What about you, Riri?
Well, you know, that's a very open-ended and loaded question because it depends on who you ask. Because some people have damn good fathers, and some people have
Yeah, you know.
bad fathers. Some people have good mothers. Some people have bad mothers. It depends on the individual and who you was around. Now, I could say, if you put my parents in the hat, looking back, that they both would have fell out at the same time. Okay, my
Figure what?
mother, a lot of stuff happened under my mother's watch, but that's because daddy wasn't there. Now, had he been there
Got that whole front end done.
to stop some of that stuff, a lot of that stuff wouldn't have, if he was there, a lot of that stuff wouldn't have
What's
happened.
up, child?
So I just thank God for my grandparents, a granddaddy and a grandmommy that came in, and both of them was there and to give structure and guidance to a child that, you know, I come from a very young teenage parents. So you got to swipe them out the equation because, like I said, both of them would have fell out the hat at the same time.
What's up, child?
Both of them caused the damage to, you know, whatever together. But like I said, I thank God for my grandmommy and my granddaddy because they gave me structural guidance together. It wasn't one this, one that. It was different for me. Like I said, everybody's scenario situation is going to be different. You know,
Yeah, so yeah.
say mommy or daddy. Now I can say who feel like caused the most hurt or was most hurt.
Yeah, that's what the girl's question was in the video too. That's what she was asking the most like turmoil or most, you know.
The most hurt came from the mother because that's who I was with. Because daddy wasn't there to hurt me. He wasn't there to hurt me. He couldn't cause the hurt. But like she said, the emotional damage, the delusional, making you believe in something that's not there, and the abuse, the physical abuse. You letting other people outside come in to abuse or hurt your kids. You ain't never supposed to do that. You're supposed to be there to protect your children. You had these kids. These kids didn't ask to be here. And then when they get here, you want to do stuff like deny them food. You want to do stuff like physically or abuse them. And then you want to let other people abuse them too. Hell yeah. A lot of these mothers, you cannot be selfish if you are a parent. Your selfishness is supposed to go out the fucking window because you got something or somebody other than yourself to care about and look after, and not just you no more. And for those people who like that, y'all don't need no fucking children. You want to be by yourself. You want to be selfish. You don't bring other people in this world and hurt and abuse them and fuck them up and let them grow up to be hurt or damaged individuals, them lacking and looking for love in all the wrong places or any of that stuff. If you want to be selfish, be self by yourself. Don't bring nobody else in the equation. But a lot of y'all quacky doodle females want to do this. Oh, I need somebody to love, need somebody. No, you just having babies so you could abuse them later. Get the fuck out of here with that. I don't ask somebody else. I got so much.
Well, I'm fortunate that the investigating and my willingness to understand and my concern because like I said a while ago we had a conversation about parents. Your parent does, especially if they're young. Your parent doesn't. You don't just watch the child grow. Your child watches you grow at the same time. So I don't know why people think it's a separate timeline, like we're not in the same house and watching people go through stuff and stuff like that. So luckily I kept the mindset of seeing my mom as an individual. I wanted to understand why things before my time were the way they were because everything lines up for a reason. Nobody just walks around just being a villain because they're a villain, or they don't just walk. Like some people don't. They go through a certain amount of or big enough things where they don't want to even investigate no more. They want to reach a certain age and go about their business. Like that's what I was talking about the other day with caring enough to actually mend my family dynamic like I did, or was I just gonna be somebody talking about how I miss family cookouts and gatherings and shit, and just be bitching about it and crying about it every year? So you know, I just think my mom's an individual. Everybody got shit going on. Everybody do certain things, but you can put it together if you give a fuck enough to put two and two together with it and understand for yourself. But you gotta heal yourself. Like ain't nobody, So you gotta heal yourself. Be fine without filling in gaps for certain things. You may never know, about why this is that way or that way. So you got to be good with that.
Yeah. Well, Destiny said her dad doesn't easy. That said she ain't got to get into it.
Yeah, she ain't got to dig all into it.
You really need to meet her grandparents on her mom's side. Yeah, you do. If they still alive, yeah, that'd be great. I don't know. I live with both my parents, so for both of them being in the house, I wake up to them almost every day.
That's nice. That's nice.
I got to high school, I moved with a godparent. And that was still when I go see my mother, I go see my father. It ain't like my father and mother. They've been together since they was teens, so my mother having a kid at 13, 14 years old, and then later on having me at the age of 36. That was just mind-boggling. So I had a different mother than my brother and them did. They used to be like, "Oh, mom wasn't like this." See, when we was growing up, she ain't let us do away with this and that and that. Like they had curfews and stuff way earlier than we did. We had a little more freedom, and it probably was due to that she already raised 5 kids before she got to me. So she like, I know how to deal with this. I done dealt with 4 other boys at this age, and so it just seemed like, it's gonna be a lot easier for me going around because I had my child last year at 36. So it's like, damn, I had a child at 36. So now I know, the difference. Because when I was younger and I had my daughter at 21, it was told I was nervous. I didn't know what to do. I still got it done. I was working 3, 4 jobs because I just thought I needed all this money. And now this go around, it's like, I don't got to do all that. It ain't as scary because I done did this before and I'm a lot older and wiser. So now it's just like blaming. It's like, nah, I just can't really say who, caused problems. I can say, who taught me less. I think my mother taught me more. I think my father could have, prepared me more as a man, and growing up in this world, just understanding little things about life. But to have 8 kids, I know that's probably tough for him too. I'm only dealing with 1 and 2 now, and that's tough. But for him to have 7 kids, and then grandkids and great grandkids on top of that, I can't imagine. But I just think him as a father, I just think it's some things that I do now and will do with my child that I wish that he could have had the opportunity to do. It ain't that he probably wanted to do it, he probably had the means to do it. Like I never went out with my father nowhere. I ain't never like go to the movies or shopping, play ball. Or my father older, he's 5, 6 years older than my mom. So it's like even he was going in his 40s. He couldn't go out there and play ball with me when I was in my teens and playing high school sports. But he'd come to the games and stuff like that. But I just think that him being older, there was some things he could have installed in me. And he might did early. That's probably why I'm the way I am. But I just think some other things he couldn't install in me. That's all about it. But I think they both did a great job.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice.
And some people was raised.
Some people have been.
Silent.
I've been spending a lot of time with my mom. My Mimi is what you call. Okay, my mom. She's 76-ish. My dad didn't keep her around me growing up, and I'm 31. Finally understanding why it's been great to connect with her before she goes. Yeah,
Mm.
that's what I was speaking on with the willingness to like investigate and figure things out for yourself. Because a parent can paint a picture of another parent, but you got to determine whether you really want to figure out them facts or not about what's real and what's not. Because I was weaponized, so I can speak on if somebody did things unnecessarily. But I can see, like I said, I can put two and two together if I care enough to figure out why somebody can come out to be the way they are. Everybody has a storyline. So that's just one thing I feel like I always recognize. Everybody has a storyline.
Mm.
People not just walk around evil or mad or whatever because they just evil and mad. They something transpired. And if you get old enough, or when you get to that point, certain things will be revealed to you, or you can open certain doors and figure certain things out. So I just wish everybody get that clarity for themselves before they go, or the person that they got a problem with goes. That's all I would wish. Cause my family's, together now. Now motherfuckers talk and can call each other and all that type of stuff. But you know, that was work I had to do. Cause the adults ain't have it together. The adults couldn't get it together for themselves, let alone me. So, you know,
To my kids all
but
the time, your mama the best. We together or not. I just never want them to feel like they gotta choose or is mom better than that, your mother better. No matter what, it ain't no comparison. She gave you life, so she pushed you out. Like she here, she do this. I always make sure I remind my kids of the things they mom do. So when it's things that she might can't do for them, they ain't all mad. Nah, you gotta remind your kids. And I think that women should do that the same when kids started, feel a certain way about their father, instead of just encouraging them to hate their parents. Like, no, he should have did this, and as a man, I should have had to. Nah, pops might couldn't do this because of that. Moms couldn't do that, but look, remember, she still took care of these things, and she makes sure you get to school every day. She makes sure you eat every day. So there's some things kids ain't really grateful for because they don't know to be grateful for. All they know is when they need something, you should say yeah. And if you don't get it, then you must not be the parent that you're supposed to be because mom or dad told me that that's what parents do. They make sure their kid get all the things that they actually want, not need, want. It's like, nah. And I used to think that as a young parent, like my daughter is pointing at the TV. Any commercial come, oh, daddy, I want that. I used to believe she really wanted. So I order and get it. Then when she get it, she play with it for 2 seconds and sit in a commercial. No, I want that one. I'm like, okay. And about the eighth toy, I was like, hold up. My mother like,
yeah,
don't keep buying her everything she point her finger at. She's a kid. Of course she gonna want it. But I just wanted to let her know, like, I love you. I want you to see that I love you. Anything you point at, I'm a bad. Not understanding that ain't love for real. It's teaching her when
right.
she fall how to get up. It's educating her, preparing her for the real world. So when she do get out here, money always gonna be there. She ain't gonna need help to learn how to spend money. We all learn that at early age. So when you see the ice cream truck, hey, who got a dollar? Like
Yep.
we asked for 50 cents. These kids
100%.
ask for $5 now. I remember when we went to the truck, we see somebody, we say, you got 50 cents so I can get something from the truck or the candy lady. These kids ask for $5 or a dollar or two. Like, give
Because
me
they
all.
need it.
I'm
With
like
50
Because
$2.
cent,
they
it
need it
ain't
to
gonna
be paid
never
by
50
it.
cent mom. 50 cent
Exactly.
ain't 50 cent no more.
Exactly, man. I said it makes sense. They can't even get nothing. So it's like they need five. I'm like, man, nah, they ain't doing that.
Phoenix said one thing about parenting, there's no way to do it. The most important thing to do is to love your child and treat them as an individual. Yeah, that's enough, and that's all that, I will hope they'll be looking for. She says, Destiny says, turns out grandmother was the stereotypical bombshell, dumb blonde. She looked like Goldie Hawn in Overboard. My grandmother would tell her not to look in front of people, not to talk in front of people. Oh shit, that's right. That's your mother slash father. No matter what, it doesn't matter what their father and I go through. I've never spoken ill on him, especially in front of the children. Yeah, that does matter.
Yeah.
You know,
And
it
I
does matter.
purposely never talk, and I wouldn't let anybody else talk ill of my son's father in front of him, because that reflects on the children. People don't understand that when you say, oh, your mother's this and this, your mother this, that. When you hear other adults talking about your mother or your father, that child, that reflects on that child, because that child was like, dang, is
Yeah,
that me? Am I going to be like that? So that's why I refuse to let anybody talk ill about my
the
son's
adults
father
around me
around him.
did.
But don't
The
don't
adults
transfer
around me
that
did do shit like
negativity
that.
to my child. Don't do that. And children don't need to hear that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
No, that's not
But
right.
the thing is, the adults around me did do shit like that. So I had to hear about my mom or
But
whatever
then,
just because somebody has a personal
I,
opinion. I was here, and that is not even from my dad. That's the
Damn.
thing,
Mm.
So yeah, people gossiping about each other or being, because I was the only kid for 15 years, so I didn't have my cousin upstairs. I didn't have my sister Olivia, so there wasn't no little cousins or no. So I was. That's a lot of pressure when you're the only focus. But you'll have questions like, or you'll be told that you're like picking sides between people. So you'll be trying to you have people trying to mold you on who you should navigate with, and yeah. So the gossip and shit, that's not helpful either. You know.
yeah, my daughter
No,
is
it's not.
Nick, boy. She's
Yeah.
daddy. Such and such was talking about you. And I'm like, what? And she'd tell me what they said, and she'd be like, they didn't even know I was right there. I was listening to everything, and they think because kids small that they don't hear nothing. But my daughter's type that gonna say something even when she was young. So man, her mother used to mess with her sometimes. Like I'd be like, that's why your mother ugly. My mother ain't ugly. Yeah, da, da, da. She'd be getting mad, and she'd do the same thing to her. Oh yeah, your father's stupid. My father ain't stupid. Yes, he is. Now, yeah, he real stupid. She'd go on want to fight, crying, Daddy, he calling you stupid. My daddy ain't, So it'd be crazy.
Yeah.
But as she got older, she ain't play anybody. She'd come to me. She won't say nothing. She'd just be like, all right, hey dad, this what they were saying. And there'd be little stuff about sports, and she didn't know I played sports in high school. She's like, they said you was playing basketball. I'm like, yeah, I used to play. I was okay. And
Some
then she,
people are toxic and say toxic things
yeah,
about
those
children.
things.
My son used to get mad at me because he'd be out around my siblings and my mother, and they say something. He'll come home and be mad at me because they're talking about me. And I had to get, and he was the oldest. It's hard being the oldest or the only, the first one. And you had to get in. I had to get into their asses and be like, don't talk about me around my child. Don't talk about if he's around. Y'all change the conversation. You ain't got to talk about me or any situation around. He a child. He don't need to hear that. And then because he take that and he feeling some kind of way. And then like I said, we adults got to respect children. Got to respect them because we always say we want them to be children. But a lot of conversations, children ain't got no business here, and they ain't got no business, we don't got no right exposing children to certain things, and Trey, and I'm sorry that you had to get exposed to certain things. That's why you was able to be the one to bring them people talking because
No, I appreciate it. I don't need nobody to be sorry and nothing like that. Everybody got something they been through. It's just that when we comment on stuff like this, those be those be the well. I mean, that kind of did happen, or that kind of did happen. So
Yeah,
that was the training that I talk about that I didn't need when it comes to a lot of stuff externally out in this world. Because if I see how people that close to each other can do each other, there's no way I don't think people outside the four walls of my house can treat me different. So that's
yeah,
why a lot of little things I was able to avoid and not run into because I watched how they did each other before present time. It's cool that y'all, chatting and calling each other and all that now, but you still retain and remember what you said about each other the whole way up. So it's a weird position to be in, really. It's nothing that made me feel bad or nothing, but it's a weird position to be in. I like observing people though, just how they think and how they unfold and stuff.
and then
So
people grow and like I said, the younger you, I mean, when you're adults, when you're 20, you will look back when you're 40 or 50, it was like, damn, when I was 20, 30, I was doing this and that. We grow
I'm not sure who that is, Destiny.
and develop,
yeah.
and sometimes people, it gets better with time. It gets easier with age. Like Molly was speaking earlier about how his mom is not the same mom that maybe his oldest sibling knew, because he got a different type of mom because she's been through some stuff and she know how to, like he said, I
Mhm.
done have 4 sons. I know how to deal with you. I know how to deal with you. When you coming along. And a lot of times being the oldest, I was the oldest, and my son was the oldest. A lot of times being the oldest or the first, we get a lot of unnecessary baggage dumped on us sometimes, because I don't want to say that the adults sometimes don't know better, or sometimes they act like they don't know better, but it's a big old learning curve.
I just like people take care of their first car better than their next. Nah, it's like your first car, you tend to fuck up. You start to learn when to get oil changes and stuff. Unless you just already educated on it. But you always treat your next car a lot better, and
Yeah.
you appreciate it a lot more. Even with your first apartment, when you young, I used to just man, shit, just come over. You still clean. But my next apartment, I took a look more serious. My next crib, way more serious. It's like as I got older, I understood like this what comes with it. I knew how to pay my bills a lot better. At first I was behind, sometimes be late. I'm rushing because I always wait to the last minute to get a money order, do this and do that. And then when I got the hang of it, I was like, okay, I'm gonna start doing this on this day. Okay, 2 checks to take care of this and that. But it's just learning as you go. And I think that this as a parent as well. Like I have a kid, I never had a kid before. And people gotta understand I'm 37. I never been 37 before. So it'd be crazy when people say people need to learn to act their age. How I never been this age. It's my first time being this fucking age. Like that's what people don't. We learning as we go. We growing as we go. Like everybody had different upbringings, and you learn from it. I got teased my whole life growing up that my mother was a crackhead, your father a
Mm.
crackhead, your aunt a crackhead, your uncle's a crackhead, and it hurt because it was true. So it's like when you're a kid, you get used to being teased that oh you're such. And I was used to it. It didn't bother me after a while. So as I got older, a lot of things don't bother me. It just bothered me that the fact that same people just say, "Oh, your mother crackhead and this and that." When she got clean, nobody said, "Oh, congrats, she been clean for 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5." So it's just like every year I made sure oh yeah, ma, you know what the day is? It's another year. We turning up. We turning up because I remember being teased over and over. I never went to her like, "Oh, what's wrong? They keep calling you this and that." I kept it away from her, but she knew it bothered us. So when she got clean, I used to brag about it. I used to like, yeah, yeah, what? Pops, he's like, y'all got me fucked up. But mom's got clean. Everybody else said you got me messed up, but Pop's still around. He still probably do his thing when he do it on the weekend, but he wasn't never an everyday user. And he broke that down to me when I was young. Like that's his choice of drug. You'll never catch me nodding out there on the corner or at the gas station or none of that. But that's what they did when he was in their teens. They ain't smoked weed and all that stuff. They did what they doing now. So it was just like it was hard to accept, but I was happy he was being honest with me. Not
Right.
understand what's going on. But that stuff kids can't deal with today. They can't even deal with you say they mother fat. They want to fight.
They be
I ain't
crazy.
talking about the FAT, the PHAT. Kids
Yeah.
teasing people parents because they mother butt big. Nah, your mother butt big and jiggly. Ooh, I like that. And now they mad. I like, boy, I used to remember niggas that go at me about our parents. It was back then was crazy. Dudes used to be like, hey man, that's why your mother such and such. And people be like, damn, bro, his mother dead. And I remember a buddy said, damn, she dead. Your mother dead? He was like, dang, yeah, my mother dead. He said, damn, man, because he was like, he wished the dude mother died. So he was like, man, damn, my bad. I didn't know your mother was dead. He was like, yeah, man, my mother dead. He said, well, I wish that bitch come back to life and die again, nigga. I was like, what? And that was us as kids. We laughed. He even laughed. The dude who he talking about laughed because we just mean as kids. You mean, but today you can't do that. Somebody bring a gun to school. You like they would hurt somebody if you do that today. But that was stuff we used to be able to do as kids. Like we had crush your feelings. You just got to go with it.
Yeah, you better. You better.
They
You
can't
better.
control their feelings nowadays. The younger people. That's why so many. It's just so volatile. It's like they don't know
You've been
how
talking.
to
Yeah.
internalize their feelings and their
No,
emotions, and they lash out. Just like that girl didn't know how to internalize her feelings, and she kirking out. Her kids was kirking out right along with her. So, do you think that the children going to be affected from what their mama did? Possibly. I would say yeah.
But you don't have to. But I don't subscribe to that either. And then the same with the you are who you hang around. Nah, I think some people get blessed with just a little bit of something that tells them, or they listen to that yes and no in their head, because like if one of my parents was a crash out or something like that, that don't mean that I had to grow up, crashing out and doing some of the shit that I seen or whatever. So I don't think because shit can fuck you up, but I don't think that you just turn into a monster just because you seen one. That's like niggas talking about something. Well, I smacked the shit out of my bitch because I seen my dad do it. So that's the same thing to me. So just because you seen something don't mean you got
emulate it. You don't gotta copy it.
Yeah.
Right. That don't have to be you. I would see that in stuff that I experienced, and I said I want to go a different way. I'm gonna do things different. I'm gonna do, sometimes they're not understanding why you do what you do. But that'd be like
something up. Oh, not Molly. I seen a little thumbnail for.
Come on, that's just a little girl reflection of maybe her surroundings. I found it funny. A lot of people getting her laugh because this little girl, they say a little too grown, a little too sassy. But I'm gonna play the clip, y'all. But I'm saying we reflections of the people who actually raise us. So if this little girl do grow up to be whatever they saying sassy or smart, can they be mad because she too young to probably even be talking like this? But she getting it from somebody, and I think she's smart to even be able to say half the things she say. But I'm gonna play the clip. We're gonna start with you. You give us your story.
Quacky and say much. Okay, you know who's gonna do this hair? And you know who did this hair? Fanatic. Tisha Fanatic did my hair.
Who's fixing it?
Come on, stop. The weed girl. Shariah.
Oh, the weed girl.
You the weed girl. I don't know what's wrong with her. Yeah. Cause she's a headache. Cause I do this.
Come on.
And she do that. Don't come
Clacky. What's your thoughts, Ray Ray?
Yeah, she cute and all, but she too sassy. The parents, that's what they teach her. Anytime she don't even look like she can say all her ABCs, but she know the weed girl. Come on now. I mean,
the weed girl. The weed girl.
The weed girl.
You said the weed girl. You trying to make her trap hard as a shit.
Nah. Did you say weed or weed? I thought
they talk about hair. The video is centered around her head, like her.
Yeah, she's showing off
so
her little
girl combing her hair.
Okay. Because I was okay.
Yeah, it's centered around hair and shit. That's why she was swinging that ponytail and shit because he was trying to show off her hair.
Oh, okay, okay. That's the whole okay.
Neck turning, man.
But she said the weave girl. You are the weave girl. Okay, the hairdresser. Okay,
the weave girl.
Okay, yeah. I thought she was. I'm like she dropping dime, telling the girl name and the weave girl. Okay, that's different. Thank y'all for clearing that up. Woo!
Yeah,
but she's still
too put her in the movie, man. She need to become an actress young. Like she can imitate what she see already. And if she was in the movie and if you walked into a salon, she was running the shop, that'd be funny. Just like but I don't know if she can cut it off. I don't know if she talk like this all the time. Some little girls not cut it off like this who she is after.
You're the weed girl.
Yeah, but you can definitely make the money. If your parent, if your people want to post anything, whoever it is, got the camera already see the potential. That's why they record in the first place. But I think it's awesome. I don't want the child to be limited, and just because you can articulate, I'll be trying to figure out what it means when, because she's not cussing, She not like, cause I hear some kids, in the class talking about shut the fuck up and all that type of shit, disrupting the class, doing wild stuff. But if she ain't cussing or she ain't trying to shake her ass like some of these other little girls that y'all, the women be posting up and everything. So I don't know where the line is at where people want to limit a kid and be like, you doing too much or whatever. Because I see
I
certain
guess
things get approved and it's like, I
because she's
don't know.
talking to adults like adults. She's not, like when we talk, you the weave girl. You the weave. We don't typically talk. Children don't typically talk to
Yeah.
adults like they're your friend.
They don't talk
talk
to her with baby talk. That's what you can tell. The people she around is mostly adults, and she just soaking it in. She hear how
Yeah.
they interact with each other, so she assumed this how women talk. This how women supposed to move and dress, and she want to be a little lady. She want to be just like the women she see, and that's how you could tell who around her. That's how they talk. I'm pretty sure if they talked in any other type of way, she'd be doing that as well. But I just like it's talent there. I hope they see it. She reminded me of my daughter when she was young. That's what made her start modeling. She just was saying other girls do it, and she got up. It's like I'm gonna do it too. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do it better. They were just like, oh, she like this. Let's put her into it. She's saying girls dance, and my daughter can literally see her video one time, and then when you put it back on, she knew every move. Like every move, and it was mind-boggling because I'm like, she just watched it one time, and that's when it's like she good at picking up routine. And we put her in dance. Now she been a captain in the last 4 or 5 years because she always remember the routine. All she got to do is see it one time, and she gonna remember the steps. So it was just like it's a gift right there with this little girl. It's
That
like
is,
I
if
don't
they
know.
recognize it and nurture it the right way.
Yeah,
Phoenix
like
said children that interact like that tend to be highly intelligent.
super
Of
intelligent.
course, it's already there. Like, you don't want your kids still talking about some Google Gaga shit either. So I'm trying to figure out where the line stop at. You want your child advanced or you don't? I'm just
No,
trying to. You
you
can.
do. What I mean about talking to adults, we didn't. We would never say you is the weed girl. We was always
Wig. It's
that's
not
The
weed.
wee
It's
girl.
talking about hair. Wigs. The subject is hair
weed.
and
She said
wigs because she
wee.
Yeah,
got her
but
hair
we
done.
still wouldn't say you are the weave girl. We be like,
Y'all
yes,
want this
ma'am.
pedestal so bad. I feel like y'all be missing it because y'all be so stuck on how the fuck tone came off and overcorrecting and shit. That's why half the shit get missed because y'all stuck on little shit like
I'm
that.
not
Let her be
stuck on
fucking
that train.
smart.
I'm stuck on the part that you talking to adults
I
like
get
you're
it,
an
but y'all
adult.
wanna.
When you're
Nah,
a
I get it, but
2-year-old.
she ain't saying give me a shot of that yak. She just saying she just
man, look at her.
damn.
I'm saying she's good. She's
That's her.
talented.
That's
She
how
said
you
it
Y'all
feel
men
about it.
niggas a
the
That's
motherfucker
what.
right
for real.
way.
Yeah,
y'all
grown.
don't think that's a little bit too much exposure and she's a little bit too grown for her
Yeah,
age. I
exactly.
That's
mean,
That's
how
what
they
I'm
can
talking
feel.
about.
That's how you can feel. How you feel about it, huh?
I think what they're doing to that little girl is dangerous. I think that shit is very dangerous because, like, I know you. I mean, like, what are you promoting your little daughter with? Because that's a promotion right there. So, what are you promoting?
Yeah, I agree with that part.
Yeah, I mean,
What the mission is,
yeah,
but that sound like somebody that if they daughter popped off too, then they could have the same thing. But since they can, like I don't know, I just don't.
it's,
If it's something caught a wave, I just feel like it caught a wave. I don't know personally because I don't know who the fuck they are, so I don't know whether they do this all the time or is a video that just popped. Was it one video? I don't know. Like so, I be trying to figure out where the line at.
I have.
What should she tone down? Because I don't know if this is, we don't know all that. This is just
I
a little
mean,
30
the
second.
thorn of the hips,
This
all that.
Miss Shirley's little
It's too
figment.
much. Yeah,
Miss
that's
Shirley, the one that had the other young girl. She always get the young kids that's a little more advanced than the rest of them, and she put on shows and they model and stuff. You know, so
that's what this is. She
they be
modeling
getting hot.
clothes.
Yeah, they be modeling people clothes
That's
and
not what
stuff
this
like
is
that.
though.
But she just got her head done for the show. This
I didn't
for
know
the
y'all was in there. I didn't know y'all knew that.
yeah, this for the fair
It was,
or when not they having. But a stylist did her hair, and the stylist got her to promote who did the hair. You know, how anybody like you buy my drink, hey, shout out my drink. You know, I have her on there. Hey, this the Molly Mall drink. This drink good. Yeah, you the lemonade man. Don't act like you ain't the lemonade man. You know, it's like it's just a kid, but yeah, she a little grown. That's why I said she picking up from the adults though. You know, so it's just like I don't know. She's just personality right now. She imitating what she normally hear and see. I just still want to hear from the older people say it's too sassy. Y'all ain't the only one. It's all through the comments. They was like, she gonna be problems 10 years from now. And I was like, okay, it might or she might change. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know. People probably think about that with my daughter, you know, but my daughter is totally different when she get off stage, you know. But now she older, she got model in certain outfits. They probably assume that's who she is. This her personality, you know. And it's like, nah, my daughter's still a little girl, you know. Like she really still a kid. But just from the outside looking in, you'll think her and all her little friends is grown. Nah, they still like to do kid stuff, you know. So it's like
Right now.
keep them young as possible, but they into this entertainment world. You know how it is. That's why I'm so scared of her to be part of LA and Hollywood, and they be calling nonstop. One of her friends in the movie with Kevin Hart, the daddy's little girl or something like that, one of them little girl joints. But she want to get into acting and stuff like that, and I be worried, you know, that ain't worried that she can't handle herself. I just know they try to exploit her in ways that I wouldn't want to see or want her to be part of. You know, and
Yeah.
that's it. They've been doing it with these kids for a long time. It was an old movie I was watching. The little boy, it's a big time movie, but at the end of the movie, he saved the day, and the white woman, she kissed him. And she said,
Oh
I
damn.
get you in 10 years from now. He said, nah, make it 5. She said, no, 7. She said 6. He said, nah, we agree on that. It's always 6. But it was just like, how did they get away with this? And it was a Disney joint. Like
Damn.
this is pedophilia, you know.
Yeah. Should be
It's
right there.
they be ready.
Everybody mind ain't the same, and they'll look at
Did
that
it for
and the
7 years.
predators out there. So,
What up,
like I
Malik?
said, it depends on how they groom the child and how they upbring. I hope that she know the ABCs and do other stuff as well other than what you see right here and modeling and getting ready for the stuff. I hope she's able to excel in all aspect, the intelligence and stuff like that. Keep it going. How you nourish it, how you feed it. It depends on the parents and her surroundings.
Yeah,
I
definitely
think
do.
probably people be haters on the low or something. I just feel like
That ain't being a hater. That's just
Definitely.
being
like
a
people
parent.
wish they could do certain shit or whatever. I don't know. I don't get where the pull be from. I don't get with it. You know,
Said people
everybody
strong.
got their opinion. That's the beautiful part. But man,
Yeah, and as mom, she probably knew she'd get a little backlash. She probably getting it anyway, you know. But I don't know. The little girl look like she happy. She clean. She eating. She ain't starving and stuff. But some parents, they just doing what they see. You know, they think this was cool. A lot of these parents, they get money off their kids. They be exploiting them to the internet. And it ain't got to be nothing sexual. Like they, if
that's
your kid got talent dancing or remember the little girl I shared that was like extra smart. She like was like reading at a like 10th grade level, but she was only like 3, 4 years old, but she got famous just by letting the world know that she knew this and she can read this and did that. So it's like I like those ones.
I
You
like
know,
that. That's what I'm
ones
saying.
that's really young and entertainment. I done seen 5 years rapping in videos, and you can see like, dang, this is crazy. This little boy really got it. He got the energy, but who
Hmm.
writing the lyrics? Why this little boy saying these things, you know? So it's just like I see he like to rap, but that kid ain't write those lyrics. Like he shouldn't be talking about sliding and shooting guns and stuff like that. He 5 years old, you know, but they using their kids to push it. Now it seems like this 5 year old got bars. Like, nah, rap some kid stuff for him. You know, even with Bow Wow and them came out, we was young. They weren't talking about violence. They were talking about kid stuff. You know, let the little
yeah,
girls want to be around them and stuff. So that's the only thing. These kids got talent. It's just the adults that's in charge of them. They be trying to get them to do grown stuff and make
Right.
them look grown. I like dress them as kids, put them back in the classroom, talk about school and things that's going on in their environment. You know, so that's the only thing that scared me though.
Exactly. And that's exactly what I'm trying to say. And that ain't got no hated. I'm saying it with love. Exactly. I agree.
Love.
100%.
Uh-huh.
Oh, this Wednesday.
Baby. He just know how to act the part from watching it.
Wellness Wednesday.
Wellness Wednesday. Any good energy before we get up out of here? We can start with you, man. Any advice from these people out here that might got kids and things like that?
You gotta concentrate more on a child's parent versus their friend, because the friendship always starts off and ends the wrong way with disrespect and all of that. If you keep that mother and father aspect in their head, I'm not your friend, guess what? They'll come to you for everything. They're still gonna do everything. They're still gonna do everything they're supposed to do as a child. But they're gonna respect the way that you're raising them. And when they get older, they'll respect it. And I think we gotta break the chain of this ignorance that we passing down to generations. Shit. Live beat today.
Before you get out of here, Trey Money.
I mean, all the fuck I can say is do what you gonna do. People gonna talk regardless. You know, some people will do it, some people may not be, but you can determine what lane you want to stand in at all times. I don't know. You don't have to take anything on your shoulders that that life doesn't present to you. So I mean, I don't know. If you stay in your lane, you ain't gotta go. You ain't gotta go bumping into trouble. That's all I can say.
Like that. Wait.
All of that. Trey and Unc said it all. I liked it all. Respect, do your thing, stay in your lane, don't bump into trouble. All of that.
That part.
Appreciate y'all tapping in. I think my boy Funny, man. He was popping in with it. We catch you tomorrow, Funny Man Green, man. Peace.
Peace.
Peace, y'all.